trying to pay back banks, but the banks aren't playing with them. Their tactic is to get everybody out. You go underneath, by the slight bit, you're on their grid. It's not even a human being that is sending you these letters. They're sending a 7-day letter, get out. These people have families. They're working 2 jobs. It's not that they don't want to pay their mortgage. They can't. Everybody understands this. Everybody. And it's time that we, as a nation of people, started going into our courtrooms, starting looking at the minions of the corporate world, the minions of government, the minions that are the Gardaí, sadly, and the minions that are the judges who are supporting this. They're intelligent enough to know this system is killing.
But do you understand that the Gardaí are doing their jobs, the court service...
They're not doing their job.
Well?
I understand that they're doing their jobs, but
They're
we
not.
need to take this little box that we call a job and think about it seriously. Is your job worth knowing that the job you do is contributing and you are complicit in the action of making people look at a noose and say, this is my only way out?
Are you being a bit over-dramatic there?
Of course I'm not, honestly.
Are you serious?
No,
I'm doing my job, so you be quiet.
Honestly,
I'm
sorry
interviewing
lads, I
this
should
person.
stand up to you. Of course I'm not. I'm not
fucking
being
talk to me like
you
that.
See, for example, you're speaking to people who aren't in there, eye to eye with the victims, who aren't looking at the stories, who aren't looking at the children. You're looking at papers and statistics that are handed to you by state statistics, state information. Do you think the state want this to come out? No. You know when you walk down the street, you see it in people's eyes. You know in your own community, nobody's talking about it, but it's in their hearts. And I know when I went in there and I looked at those solicitors in the eye, all their heads dropped for a reason. Why? Because they know too. You can call me dramatic if you want, because it's an easy way of getting out of the real issue, which is people are dying. Not only dying, they're dying at the hands of the bank. They may not make the noose, but they may as well have with all the paper they send them out. They could build a noose out of the letters, the threats. I've received those letters. It's the wording. Just like you use wording dramatic. It's all about psychological here. It's about wording and everything. You guys are in a position to do something real. Really look at this story and really speak to the victims.
But do you not find that when Gardaí are trying to peacefully escort...
Well, here's the issue.
They have no right to do that.
Hold on, no, back off, lads. The man is asking a
When
question.
a Garda is peacefully trying to escort someone out of the courts and they're...
I understand
when they're
that.
resisting, is that not...
The reason why they're resisting, you see, here's the thing, we're once again boxing it off and saying, this is what has to be done, and that's what has to be done. Tick, tick, tack. It's not a tick, tick, tack thing.
Are we supposed to be
No.
resisting the Gardaí?
We're not resisting the Gardaí, we're speaking to the Gardaí. And the only opportunity we're going to get to raise this issue is within those courts. And we have to do that. This is a war, whether you like it or not. It's a war for humanity, in a sense. How are we going to allow a system to literally hang us? Are you? Because it's going to come to you. The hangman rope is just getting bigger. The letters are going out by the minute.
But do you think your actions today and the actions of people inside will actually change anything?
I hope that if it changes one solicitor in there not to work for the evils.
That'll be worth it.
That'll be worth it. Because that's what we have to do. It's about you individually, all of them individually in there. It's not it's an individual thing. It's down to you. How do you want your life to live? Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing you spent your life working to kick people out of their houses? Because it's my job. I'm safe? No more. My job isn't an excuse. My consciousness is the answer. Where does it go? End of.
And where does it go from here? Where does your kind of your actions go from here? Will you be
We
going
will
to other
continue to
courts?
stand off in houses. We will continue to stand off. And if the bailiffs come, they'll have the real people standing there with our soul and our heart. We don't want violence. I can hurt people with my words, and that's enough, because then you hit a heart. You don't just hit skin.
Right, that's great. Thanks very much.